Okay, let's continue our journey with Tumnus the Floromancer. It's been an interesting one so far. We've been able to influence quite a few of our opponents, bringing them back from the dark side, so to speak, bringing Adrimon's influence over them to a stop. So why don't we continue our journey? I think from here we just defeated the enraged elemental, as well as a surprise encounter with the spirit of the noble, because of our let's see, that would be the blessing of the moon. We heal 3 energy, just to show you guys what our card currently looks like here. So we have Tumnus the Floromancer. We have pretty healthy health. Obviously we're up to 17 there. We only have 3 energy. But look at those skills. Those skills are just crazy. So we're actually going to be critting on both Explore and Survival now, quite a while. Okay, so we are going to move. Actually, before we do that, do you guys remember we actually received this Herbalist kit? This is a treasure card that we received pretty early in the game. This basically says that we can sacrifice, out of combat, we can sacrifice 1 infused seed to gain 2 remedy tonics. We have quite a few infused seeds, and those tonics could really help me in the last battle. So I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I'm going to sacrifice 3 of them to go down to 14 seeds. That's going to give us 6 remedy tonics. Let's just take a look at those. So the remedy tonics heal 5 health or heal 5 energy and negate a condition. So I'm going to actually use 1 now to heal a little bit more energy. We're going to go up to 8 energy. Actually, I'm going to use 2. And that will bring us down to 4 remedy tonics left. And that's going to bring us up to 13 out of our 15 energy. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we are going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to attack the Sentinel that is on the 3rd battle site, because we are going to be attempting to get the staff. Now the staff is let me just move the camera here so you can see this here. So the staff is in the 3rd slot, so we have to go to the 3rd location, the 3rd battle site, in order to get create that relic. Now we do have enough. We have all 3 of the staff fragments, so in order for us to go and do this, we need to destroy that Sentinel. And Sentinels, their power grows as the fate cycle increases. So our fate cycle the fate cycle right now is 6, so it will be fairly powerful. And this is not an opponent that we're going to be able to influence. So we'll see how it goes. Let's roll our skills, and we get everything except for survival. And the survival miss is going to mean we have to consume food. So I consume 2 food. We also have Sarthawin's gemstone, which is going to kick in, and that's going to give us regen equal to 3 each round of combat. So that's actually going to benefit us in this combat. I did make Explore, which is going to give us 2 extra gold, and we did make Navigate, which means we stay where we are, we don't wander. And then we are going to face a Sentinel. Now the Sentinels have their own placard. and you augment the battle based on the unique one that you're fighting. So before you begin the battle, we are going to roll. Let's see, your Sentinel Soul Shield amount is equal to 6 times the current Fate cycle. So that would be Fate cycle 6. So they have 36 Soul Shield. That means they have 36 health. And they have 16 energy. So roll the Fate die before battling a Sentinel and modify one ability according to the table below. So we're going to roll the Fate die. We're going to see what ability this Sentinel has. We roll a 4. So the basic attack is 6, single target health and energy, and it heals 6. An additional effect, the Sentinel moves themselves and the group 1 hex closer to the center of the Magi's Acropolis at the end of every round of combat. So this Sentinel is dragging us to the center of Adrimon's Acropolis. Oh, wow. So we need to try and do as much damage to him as possible. We have Urgos in the group. So let's, because we influenced Urgos, let's take a look at that bottom ability of Urgos's here. So the Great Bear aids in battle on the hero's behalf once per Fate cycle. Now we're in the middle of Fate cycle 6. We have not used him yet. Roll a number of 10-sided dice equal to the Fate cycle. So that's 6. We're going to roll 6 10-sided dice. And apply the result as damage to an opponent's soul shield. Each die explodes on a roll of a hex or a 10. So we're going to roll 6 dice, and we get to re-roll them if any one of them is a hex or a 10. Okay, next round we're going to do 8 damage, again with Arrow of Light. And we roll a 5, so that's good. He only heals 3, which means we do 5 health damage, and he's down to 1 damage left, 1 health. And same thing, we're going to take 3 health and energy. So we go down to 14 health. Alright, one more time. This should be it. Again, we're doing that 8 damage. We're using Arrow of Light. And he rolls a 1, so he heals 6 and takes 2. We managed to defeat him. Oh, we should be actually over here by now. Okay. And we defeat the Sentinels. We're 1 hex away from the Waypost. Now, what do we get for this Sentinel? If we look at that card again, we look over on the right-hand side, you get the additional group reward. So in this case, we are going to be getting 6 extra gold and 1 infused seed, as well as the power-up reward. Okay, so let's roll for that seed first. We still have the favor of the Forest Guardian, and so let's go with that roll. That 2 becomes a hex, which means we get 2 seeds. So we go up to 16 seeds, and we get the 6 gold, so we're up to 21 gold. All right. Our motes are going to go away, so I'm going to use the last motes I have to give me a full health. I'm also going to use 2 more of those tonics, so I have 2 of those left, and that's going to give me 10 energy, because I don't think I want to stick around. I think I need to get back here to forge that relic. Okay, then we get the power-up card. So we're going to get rid of that guy there. And what is our power-up card? It is a +3 to navigate, and we can ignore that symbol up in the upper left because we have the blessing, we have Teak's blessing. So our navigate now is fairly high. It's at 13. And that's pretty darn good. Okay, put that aside. All right, so at the end of that game turn then, during the event phase, I think I'm going to use my 3 Moon Root at this point. So Moon Root is an item that is in our Waypost. We purchased it earlier here. So this potent herb alters the metabolism. The group may move up to 2 hexes during the event phase. Using this item damages the heroes. Each hero suffers 2 energy drain. Okay, so I'm going to use 3 of them, and I'm going to suffer 6 energy drain. Okay. I go down to 4 energy remaining, and that's going to allow us to move 2 hexes 3 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that gets us really quite a ways back towards where we started. So we hustle it back through the forest. It's probably pretty late in the morning by the time we get there. We're probably exhausted. What a battle, you guys. And because we actually did not defeat the Sentinel in the battle site, we do not get that favor that is there. So unfortunately, we don't get the favor. We're going to have to camp there and waste another turn to get it. Okay, so we've moved the... Okay, now we have to move the fate tracker up. So we go to 6 with 4 blips there. And, alright, what else we're going to do here? Let's go ahead and move 2. 1, 2. We're going to roll all 3 of our skills. And we get a crit success, and a fail. So on the 2 successes, we actually, a couple things happen. Our survivalist heal kicks in. Because of our survival ability here, it's anytime you critically succeed, you heal both health and energy. So we go up energy. We go back to 11. Okay, then we get to roll for some essence. We still have that favor, so we're going to roll -2 is 6. So we do get the seed, and then we have to get a 4 or lower. I'm going to actually spend the extra energy here, 1 health or energy, to do the essence vines, and I'm going to increase the harvest cost by 1 energy and 1 health to reduce the roll result by 3. So I'm taking 2 health, 2 energy, and that's going to allow me to get a -5 to the roll, and that's a 5, which means it's a hex, which means we get 2 nature's essence. So we get the 1 seed, we go up to 17, and we have 2 seeds. So now we are at 17 seeds, 24 vines, and 2 hearts of the forest. We only need 2 more to get that extra point of valor. That's a tough one to get. Okay. So the next thing that happens is we are on the battle site. We skip the circumstance phase when entering the battle site. To forge a relic, we must return to the corresponding battle site with all of matching fragments. During the event phase, if one hero meets the relic's requirement, the spirit inhabiting the battle site manifests and sacrifices themselves to reforge it. Any hero who meets the requirement may now possess and wield it. Okay, so we're in number 3. So let's take a look at that Arcavan staff. The requirement is 6 to our first mastery, and because we already have 2 relics, it's a bonus, it's a +2 to the requirement. So it's 6 plus 4. That means we need to have a 10 first mastery, and we have an 11. So we're able to get Arcaven's staff. So what does this give us? This gives us a +5 wielder bonus. So our synthesis goes up to rank 16. Okay. Once per game turn, you may spend 5 energy to allow all heroes who have rolled a skill to receive the most favorable roll of the group. Against the Magi Fatebinder, the Magi's Fatebinder ability deals energy damage equal to half the current Fate cycle instead of double. Heroes who must roll survival may roll twice. Now, one thing I did not mention when we fought the Sentinel, we already have 2 fragments. So, in fact, we have a soul shield reduction from those fragments. So, going into battle with the Magi, we already have 3 fragments, 3 relics, and that's going to give us a -30 to the soul shield. Each round, so that is definitely good to deplete the soul shield. Okay, so then we are going to, at the end of this game turn, we are going to increase the fate cycle. We are almost to fate cycle 7 here. We are going to, next turn, we'll just camp in place, and we're going to heal a little bit. So we go up to 12 energy. We get to roll for skills. And we get everything except for survival. Now, the HEXplore is actually a crit because we are at rank 14. And so every rank after 11, you get to crit on a larger margin. So on a rank 12, you crit on a 1 or 2. On a rank 13, you crit on a 1, 2, or 3. On a rank 14, we crit on 1 through 4. Alright, so we get to roll for a seed. And we make it, we get it. So we have an 18 seeds. And the HEXplore means we get 2 gold. So we're up to 23 gold. And because we're camping on the battle site, that means we have replaced our favor. We no longer have the favor of the Forest Guardian, which gives us bonuses to harvesting. Now we have favor of the champion. This favor allows each hero to choose 1 additional favorite opponent type or increase their favorite opponent die from the 6-sided to the fate die. This die explodes on both the roll of a hex or an 8. We are taking Construct as our favorite opponent. So we now have Construct and Monstrous Humanoid for the different types of opponents that we can that we have favorite opponent against. And that is going to give us a slightly better fighting chance against the Magi toward the end of the game, which we are closing in on. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me. I know this has been a long video, series of videos, but I really wanted to play a healer on a 1 hero game just to show you the strategy involved, and to just see if I could influence all of these opponents in 1 game. Okay, at the end of that game turn, our fate cycle moves up to 7. So that means we can now use, we can call on Hathawir again. We called on Hathawir, the Great Owl, in fate cycle 6. Now that it's fate cycle 7, we can call on him again to move us across the board. Now, Hathawir doubles our movement, or he transports us to a great tree, any great tree on the board. And that's actually pretty cool if we're playing dual game setup. You'll be able to actually transport anywhere on the map where you have a great tree, and we put great trees in each of the games, so you can certainly use him to travel from basically one continent to another. Okay, so we're going to move normally. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's go to that waypost. We're going to spend some gold here, and I wanted to bring up the fact that you can actually sell Nature's Essence in Wayposts. So if we look at page 21 of the rulebook, in that second paragraph there, it says, use the purchase value column when you need to convert the value of Nature's Essence into gold. You may sell Nature's Essence for its selling value in Wayposts. There's no limit to how much Nature's Essence the group may carry. So I think what I'm going to do is sell a couple of Essence Vines to get a little bit more money here. And then I'm also going to purchase a couple of Jade Acorns. So I'll bring that Waypost placard into the video again so we can look at that. The Jade Acorn is going to be especially useful when we are moving cautiously. So I'm going to go down to, let's see, I'm going to go with 4 Essence Vines, selling 4 Essence Vines, and that will give me 20 extra gold. Then I'm going to purchase a Heart of the Forest, and that you can purchase in a Waypost. So we go up to 3 Heart of the Forest. Those 2 Jade Acorns are going to be 4 gold. Okay. And I think that is it. Oh, we have to roll skills. Sorry, I jumped ahead and I was purchasing stuff in the event phase, but we do have to roll skills, so let's do that. Alright, so that is a 7, a 5, and another 7, and we made everything, so we don't wander. We do get 2 gold, and we do make our survival here. Now the survival is a crit because we're able to crit in between a hex through 6, so anything under 6 is considered a crit on our survival, which is awesome. That means we heal to full. Okay, or we heal 7 health and energy. Then we're going to roll for that seed. So we need a 5, no, it's a 6. We need a 6 or lower, and we get a hex. Now, we don't get 2. We would have gotten 2, but we got rid of the Forest Guardian, the favor of the Forest Guardian. So we go up to 8 total seeds. All right. And then we'll move on here. So I'm going to spend another gold to heal up completely. I have lost a little bit of energy yet, so I'm going to use 1 more gold at the waypost to heal. Okay, and then what should we do? Fey Tracker goes up by 1, so we're at 7.1. I think we should enter the Fey Realm. We have 2 objectives left in this game. I would like to get 1 more Heart of the Forest in order for us to get that point of Valor. We need 4 Heart of the Forest. And we also need to take, influence Elowen and take Adrimon's influence off of her, so free her from Adrimon's grasp. Okay, so let's take a look. So we have 8 seeds, 19 vines, and 3 Heart of the Forest. So I think we can get that last Heart of the Forest, hopefully before we take out Elowen, and or not take out. We're not gonna take her out. We're not like Hitman. We're gonna free her from Adrimon's influence. Let's take a look at our roll card here. So we have 12 gold left. We are full vitals, and we have just picked up a couple of jade acorns as well. Okay, so next turn, let's move 2. We're going to move 1, 2. Now, in order for us to enter the grove, we need to ensure that a few cards, at least one card, contains Elowen's symbol. And we do have both the Autumn Court as well as the Pristine Glen in play. And so both of those have Elowen's Grove symbol, which means these portals are open. So that's fortunate for us. We can roll our skills. We need to roll Navigate in order to enter. And we get 2 crit successes, and we do have a fail there with our yellow. So I'm just going to let that fail. I think we can go ahead without it. I could use our Racial Infusion Fairy ability in order to drop that number if I would like, but I'm not going to waste the energy. We do, however, get to roll for some essence. We have an essence vine and we have a seed. So for the essence vine, I think what I will do is I'll take the hit on energy, so we go down to 14 energy. I'm not going to alter these rolls at all, so we'll roll the vine first, and we need a 6 or lower, or sorry, a 4 or lower. We got a 5, so we don't get the essence vine. And how about that seed is a 6 or lower? And that is a 6, so we do get a seed. Okay, so we're up to 9 seeds. Okay, and then we move into the grove. Now we moved 2, and that was cautious movement. If we were to move any more, it would not be cautious. So I think we will just stay where we are. So I'm just going to put the Fey Realm here so we can go back into there. So we're in the 3rd portal. That means we arrive in the Fey Realm on the 3rd spot here. Now, when we are in the Fey Realm, we actually get to roll circumstances, and then we can we may choose an open circumstance and play it while anywhere in the Fey Realm. Well, that is awesome. I think we should let's take a look at these nice cards here. So we have the Autumn Court, we have Pristine Glen, and we do have a treasure too, Nim's Fishing Rod. All right, looking at these. Ooh, Pristine Glen. We could get a Heart of the Forest with the Pristine Glen. We're going to do that because that is our ticket to our last Heart of the Forest. All right, I'm going to put these other guys back here. We are going to play the Pristine Glen. You've found a beautiful grove alive with thousands of Actius luna moths. A beautiful creature, they have a fluorescent blue body and a long forked tail. It is known to glow in certain moments of the day. Each hero rolls survival. If at least one hero succeeds, the group receives 1 Heart of the Forest. If at least half the heroes succeed the survival roll, the group may also draw a card from the fragment deck. Alright, so we need to roll survival here. And we roll a 4, and that is a critical success. So we get our last Heart of the Forest. Awesome. So we have just completed our point of valor. So we have achieved 4 Heart of the Forests. Awesome. We also get to draw a fragment card. So let's put that back. Okay, we'll draw our fragment, and we have the scepter. Now the scepter has a +2 to our, looks like, second mastery, a +3 to our energy, or 2 power-up cards. I think we should do the 2 power-up cards. And we do have a Fate Tracker increase on this one, with the blessing that allows us to not take that, so we don't have to increase. All right, that brings us to the 2 power-ups. What do we have? We have, oh my gosh, +2 attack and defend for both of them. How uncanny is that? All right, so they both say, you think you've been working? And then the second one says, my form is improving. So 4, +4 to attack, +4 to defend. That's crazy. All right, so we're at 12 attack and 14 molecular barrier. Check that out. Nice. All right, well that was a good round. Fate Tracker goes up by 1. Okay, and it is our turn once more here. Okay, let's take on Elowen. So we're gonna move 1. Then we will roll our skills here. And we get a fail on our blue, which means we have to consume some food. So I'm going to consume 2 food. Because we have Sarthwin's gemstone, our regeneration kicks in. So now we get 3 regeneration this entire round, which could prove to be really, really useful in this fight. Let's see. Oh, we have to flip over our circumstance card. Paragon's Hall. Okay, what else? So we crit succeed on yellow, which means we go up to 14 gold. We do not crit on the Essence Vine, but I think I'm going to use our Fairy ability for 3 energy. So that means I'm going to go down to 11 energy. And I'm going to turn that roll, which one? This one. Into a -2, which becomes a 2, which means it is a critical success. So that 13, so that basically that roll dropped it down to a 2. That means we get to try for an Essence Vine, and hopefully that will that extra Essence Vine will help us against Elowen. So we're going to spend. I'm going to spend 1 energy. Go down to 10 in order to try and attempt the roll here. In fact, I'm also going to, when I'm harvesting, I'm going to reduce the roll result by 3 by spending another health and energy. So instead I go down to 16 health and 9 energy. And let's see what that is. It's going to be a -4 to the roll. 5 -4, which means we made it. So we have 20 total Essence Vines. All right, so we are facing Elowen. She's become corrupted by the Magi, and we are here to save her. All right, so let's just take a look. So her card here, she has 85 health. She has 130 influence and 130 energy. Okay. Let's see. We have the Glaive of the Night. That we can use we can spend 4 energy to negate an opponent's defend or block value. We have the Crown of the Noble. Once per game turn for 6 energy, each hero gets a -2 bonus to each skill roll. And we have the Staff, which is also a bonus to skill rolls. Our Survivalist would go off when we crit succeed on a survival, healing us, and I think that's about it. Those are all of the extra powers that we have. So going into this battle, we currently have 16 health, 9 energy, and we have a couple of remedy tonics, a couple of jade acorns. Now those jade acorns, we did move cautiously, so we can use those. This would be the first time we're using a jade acorn in this game. And jade acorns can be used to re-roll a single die any hero just made. Okay, moving into the combat. First round, I am going to do synthesis. I am going to spend 1 energy, and that allows me to defend as well this round. So I'm defending at rank 14. I am going to use synthesis to do 16 energy damage to Elowen. And then I will be able to heal her for 32. Because I'm defending, I will also be doing I will be defending so I can use an item, which means I can use the Starflower, and I will do 20 influence damage. So our battle mat looks like this. We've got 16 damage going into her energy. If all that 16 goes through, then she'll take 32 to the influence. We also have that 20 damage going to her 20 damage going to her influence from the Starflower. Let's see what she does. 4. So, let's see. Elowen opens a portal and traps 1 target in the in-between. 1 target becomes encased. This encasement is only susceptible to energy damage. Elowen heals 5 energy at the beginning of each round for each target who is encased. Well, we have the Fawn's Charm, which allows us to get rid of a condition when we're defending, and it happens automatically, so I still can use that Starflower. So we managed to not become encased, and she takes a 52 damage, and let's see here, so that would be 78 influence left. She took 16 energy damage, so she's down to 85 health, 114 energy, and 78 influence. Now, she spent 10 energy to power that effect, so in fact she's down to 104 energy. And then we move into round 2. Round 2, let's go ahead and I'm going to use synthesis one more time. So I will drop down to 7 energy, and that means I will be doing 16 energy damage to her, and we will be doing 32 influence. Let's see what she does here. 4 again. Well, it's lucky. It's a good thing we have that Fawn's Charm. So this is actually working out in our favor. We are able to negate that condition, and so then she suffers that damage. Let's see. So that's 94. So 88 energy left. Whoops, she spent 10, so 78 energy left. And then the 32... 46 influence left. All right, moving into the next round. Let's just do the same thing. I'm going to do synthesis. Go down to 6 energy left. That means we're also defending for 14. And we will then do the 16 energy, 32 towards her influence. And what does Elowen do to us? A hex. Okay, so what is the hex here? Pentimony's Rage. So group health, navigate, and explore. Each target suffers 8 health damage. Those who fail navigate become burned. Those who fail explore become vulnerable. Pentimony emerges from the in-between, breathing fire and scintillating light. Okay, oh, one other thing, because we are influencing Elowen, and we've influenced her for 2 rounds in a row here, At the bottom of this card, it says, if the heroes attempt to influence Elowen, Pentimony singles out the heroes who are influencing her and makes them vulnerable. So I've become vulnerable. I couldn't get rid of that condition because we already used our Fawn's Charm both rounds in a row to help us get through that encased ability. Vulnerable stacks. So if we look at the back of the battle mat, it says vulnerable targets gain +2 to their target die, result while in combat, and suffer 1 extra damage when damaged. So because that hit twice, I'm now vulnerable twice. That Pentimony's Rage ability actually deals 10 health damage. So group health, navigate, and explore. So I need to roll navigate and explore. We get a 7 and a hex. So I made both of those rolls. Those who fail navigate become burned, so we don't become burned. Those who fail explore become vulnerable. Okay, so really we managed to, because our skills are so powered up, we managed to get through that with no conditions. And as well, that 10 health damage can be defended against. Because we used Molecular Barrier this round for rank 14, we defended all 10 damage. Alright, so that was actually another good round. So she goes down to 62 energy left, and she goes down to 14 influence. Only 14 left to go, and we have completed both Valor for the game. Alright, actually 3, because we defeated the Elemental as well. We influenced the Elemental. Okay, last round. We'll be doing the same thing. I'm going to go down to 5 energy remaining. I'm siphoning 16 energy from her to deliver 32 influence. So this is what that looks like. So we have 62 energy. She's taking a hit for 16. We haven't touched her health at all. And that she only has 14 influence left, so this should be it. And we roll a 5. Healing Siphon. So she defends 15. So what that means, she defends 15. Until the end of combat, roll the fate die whenever a hero uses energy to heal. On a roll of a hex, Elowen is healed instead. On a roll of 2 or 3, negate the heal. Each time Healing Siphon is used, Elowen rolls 1 extra die and takes the lower result. So she basically is defending against my energy damage. That's 16. She's defending for 15. That would mean that we only get to deliver 1 energy damage, and she only heals 2. But check it out. We have the Glaive of the Night. So the Glaive of the Night, once per combat, you may spend 4 energy to negate an opponent's defend or block value. So we use the Glaive of the Night. We go down from 5 energy down to 1. So we have 16 health, 1 energy. We would have been healing because of our Sarthwin's gemstone as well. So we would actually have a bit more energy at this point. But that doesn't matter because we allow that defend, we block that, we negate it, and she takes all of that influence, which means we've brought her back to the light. She is no longer Adrimon's lackey, and we influenced Elowen. So we managed to get that last influence reward there. We gain Pentimony as an ally. And Pentimony is one of our epic cards here, and you're able to have her enter the group as an ally. So now we can have her join the group. Let's see, what else do we get? We get +1 to all skills. So let's write that down. 14, 15, 15. And our crit ranges go up a little bit. Okay. And we get 2 fragment cards. So we get one more scepter here. We can either take a red, a blue, or a power-up. Let's just go with the attack. And then we get the last sword fragment. And that we can also do an attack. So I'm just going to go up to 2 attack ranks here. So we go up to 14. 14 attack. We didn't have to use any of our Remedy Tonics or Jade Acorns. That Fawn's Charm came in handy. And so here's what we have. We have Tumnus the Floromancer. His favorite opponents are constructs and monstrous humanoids. His Arrow of Light and Defend are both rank 14. His Synthesis is a 16 and Healing Ray is 9. We have huge skills, 14, 15, and 15. And then we are nearly out of our energy. We have almost full health there. So that's pretty awesome. We get our last point of valor, guys. So I have managed to get all 3 points of valor that I was going for in this video. I think what I will do is, because this has already become quite a long video, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. We could go and attempt to take out the Magi, but I think I'm going to do that offline. So thanks for watching, you guys. I really appreciate you taking the time to go through this video with me. We managed to do it. We defeated well, we didn't defeat. I should say we influenced. We influenced everyone we wanted to influence in this game. We managed to bring Hathaway back from the brink. We managed to get Urgos back. We managed, we didn't want to at first, but because Hyperion was on the board and he was taking out all of these bosses, I managed to go up against the Elemental, the Enraged Elemental, and we brought him back. Denying Adrimon a soul shield increase of 90, which would have been crippling. We managed to meet many different friends in the forest here. We managed to get super powered up. I didn't focus on actually creating relics this game, so we have all of these fragments that we actually didn't use. But because I was playing a 1 hero healer, that just wasn't simply my focus. So thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to put any comments that you'd like below or in previous videos. I will be doing another video coming up that shows other different aspects of the game. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, I hope your adventures are grand.